This is one of the hardest decisions I've ever had to make as a mom. Hey, you guys!
Hey, guys!
Every time. So, little bit over here is actually vlogging into a mirror. So you're probably going to hear her talking behind me, and I'm sorry if that is annoying, but that is my life. So, on we go.
Here he goes.
So today I actually want to talk about something a little more serious. I recently made the decision to stop pumping and start with formula. So my little one here, who's down here right now, just turned 3 months old. Yes, you just turned 3 months old, didn't you? With Piper over here, I pumped exclusively for an entire year. Now, given in that first year, I didn't have any other kids. I was working a 9-to-5 job 2 days a week, and we lived for a little while with my mother and my grandmother. So I had... Good job! So I had lots of help. I didn't really have many other, honestly, responsibilities. So it did make it way easier to pump for a full year. So if you're new here, welcome. If you're not new and you know me, then you know that I have bipolar disorder.
Yeah.
Fun stuff. Probably a week or two ago, I had 2 days where my depression hit harder than it has hit in a very long time for me. And I have just been overwhelmed and super stressed. Super important. So I just had a lot of stress on my plate. This time around, obviously, not only do I have a 3-month-old, I have a toddler. I work from home now. I run my own business. I now have this YouTube channel. And it's just, we have 4 pets. It's 5.
Oh, so cool.
We have 5 pets. So it's very overwhelming. And if you know, with breastfeeding and pumping, it's very time consuming. It's you live off of a clock, basically. At least I do. And I was only pumping 4 times a day, which honestly is, I would say, on the lower end when it comes to pumping this early in the game. I had a complete and total breakdown where I cried for almost 2 days straight, just to share that all with you. And I was just overwhelmed. I have not had time for myself, really. It got to a point where I just broke. And something had to give, and as much as I really want her to get breast milk and everything, it is something that was not healthy for me mentally. And I feel like I have not seen a lot of things where people talk about making that switch. You know, it's always breast is best, which, given, sure, breast milk, awesome. If you could do it, do it. But I struggled with it heavily. I mean, this is one of the hardest decisions I've ever had to make as a mom. And that's not something I take lightly. So not only was I dealing with the stress from just pumping, and it's painful, and it's hard on your body, and it's restrictive. It's a lot of things.
I'm gonna go potty.
Good job, you go potty. Get it, girl. Bless you. So I did make the decision to switch to formula. Now I did pump 50 bags, 55-ounce bags of breast milk, which are now frozen. So she'll get breast milk, sporadically all the way up until January. So just shy of a year for her. So currently I am in the process of weaning off of pumping, and I'm hoping that when it's done, I'll probably go ahead and throw together a video of my tips and kind of how I went through weaning off of pumping, because it sucks. It's not fun. So anything I can get back to you guys if you guys are struggling with it. Obviously, I can't really speak on the breastfeeding end because I know that is really determined by the baby. And I don't have that thing. I'm a machine for you, kid. I know it's weird. I'm talking to her and she's just below the camera. I will share with you guys, no, this is not sponsored. I'm big enough to sponsor anything. This is the formula I decided to go with. It's called Babies Only Organic. I don't know, looking through formulas, given you use what you need to use, that's fine. To each their own, you pick what works for you. But for me, I went with this one because it seemed to have the least amount of unnecessarily added chemicals, I guess. Because there are some things in formula that really don't have like uber benefits. And I don't know them off the top of my head, so I'm going to look like an a-hole who doesn't do research. But I looked it all up. I did my research before picking one, and this is what I came up with. It also doesn't have like corn syrup, like heavy sugars in it. And that was a huge thing for me. I did not actually even realize how much sugar is really in formula. It kind of blew my mind. So, like, I think the only thing that this has is organic brown rice syrup, which is, it's the only, I think, like, sugar that's put into it. Now, I will say the downside, it's not really a downside, but you can't buy this in stores. At least I've not found it. Places say that it's listed in stores. I think my lighting just changed hard. Places say they have it in their stores, but I haven't seen it with my own eyes. So I've actually been ordering this off Amazon Prime, and it's running about I think like $11, and I have Prime, so free 2-day shipping. So it really is not that bad, especially for like, I guess, an organic formula. I don't know what I'm talking about. Anyway, yeah, I think currently I am a week into weaning off of pumping, and I'm down to basically 2 pumps a day and trying to knock it out because I'm just ready to just, maybe it sounds selfish to some people, but I'm ready to just be free of it. It's weighed on me so much harder than it did with her. Because, I'll be honest, I didn't have time to run my business. I didn't have time to do yoga, to take care of myself. Like, when you pump and breastfeed, you are a, like, 24/7 eating, drinking, milk-making machine, and it is insane. And honestly, it can even put a strain on your relationship, too. So I'm just ready to get back to some kind of norm. You know, luckily she will get milk here and there throughout almost the whole year that she's been alive. Sorry. But I think it's just going to be the best thing to do. I knew I would probably struggle with this decision, but I just didn't realize how much, because you feel like, I don't feel like enough people talk about it. Like, you feel selfish. You feel like you're picking, like, yourself or work over your child's health, and it shouldn't be like that. It's not like I'm choosing to not feed you at all. She's still getting fed. She's still being loved. And all those things are very important. Anyway, I think I want to just keep this one short and sweet. So, if it is short at all, hopefully it's sweet. Anyway, I just wanted to share that with you guys because that's really a struggle that I'm going through right now, and it's a tough one. It's not an easy decision to make, and nobody should feel like any less of a mom because they're going with formula, and you shouldn't feel any more of a mom because you breastfeed. Like, we're all just trying to do our best here. Okay, let's not make it difficult on anyone. I'd love to know if anybody else out there has made the switch from breast milk to formula, and like what their experience was with it, because I've not heard a lot of stories, and I would love to hear about more people who have gone through it and are going through what I'm going through. Okay, but I think that's it for this one. Like I said, I think I'll go ahead and make a, like, how to wean, but really it's what works for you. But I'll make a video on, like, what worked for me and kind of my tips and things that I've dealt with it, and I'll share that with you guys when this is all done. Thanks for watching! You keep staying simply awesome, I'll keep staying simply Ollie, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!
Bye.
Say bye, cuteness, say bye.